Hello, everyone. I am ZHAO Chuang. Let's draw the plates of Pinacosaurus. Let's first determine the length from head to tail in the picture, and then draw a dotted line to roughly show the middle line of the whole dinosaur. After that, let's divide it into several sections. First, we draw a line at the back half. The relatively larger front half is its trunk, and the back short part is its tail. Then, let's divide this into two parts, one for the head and one for the neck, and the two parts are about the same length. Let's now draw the wide head. We begin with the plates in front of the eyes. Here is located the horns behind the eyes. Draw the root boundary of the horns. The widest part here is its jugal horn, below which we can draw some shadows. Next, we move to draw the bumps above the nose and then the beak. From a top-down view, its head is probably shaped like this. Then, let's draw rows of large and small plates, which constitute the top of the head. Especially above the nose, they are in rows. When drawing, we should use thin lines to show them, which are different from contour lines, so that it looks clearer and more layered. Now, let's determine the positions of the plates on its neck. Let's first divide the neck into two sections. Pinacosaurus had two rings of bony collars around the neck. Let's draw a plate in the middle of each ring first, and then draw plates on both sides. From this angle, we can see 4 plates on each collar. There are 6 in total, but the other 2 facing downward are blocked. Next, in order to locate the plates conveniently, we divide the body into several sections. Let's first look at the position of its pelvis, which is about here. It is connected to the front half of the body, which looks close to triangular. This trapezoid of the back half of the body is its pelvis. This middle line is the boundary between the torso and the pelvis. Let's divide the front half of the body into 6 sections. The front half of the body has 6 rows of plates. The pelvis on the back half can be divided into 3 sections, but the boundary between the 3 sections can be drawn lightly because the pelvis was not movable and there were no folds on the surface. Then let's start from the 2 sides to draw the sharp blade-like plates facing the outside. Although the pelvis is getting narrower, the plates here are getting longer, so its overall appearance is narrow at the front and wide at the back. The buttocks are very wide. The last pair of plates is the longest. Next, let's draw a row of plates along the center line, and the last 2 are huge. Draw the plates on the opposite side. The plates at the end of the pelvis were not so neatly arranged, but the last plates were still the largest. Let's paint half of the plates dark to show the sunlight shining down from the top, and the plates on the other side are darkened. Such shadows are used to show its three-dimensional effect, and the sharp ridge above each plate. Now, we can draw rows and rows of plates along the sections we just divided like this. As the body gets wider, the number of plates varies, probably from 3 in the front to 4 in the back. And then becomes irregular at the pelvis. Because the pelvis is not segmented but a whole, the plates here are arranged randomly. The opposite plates can be drawn in the same way. They can be disorderly here. Then we need to be patient to show the shading of each plate. The other side is the same. It seems quite challenging to draw the plates of Pinacosaurus, but once you know the rule, you will find that it is not that difficult, and you can make it look more accurate. Now, we move to draw its tail. The tail can be divided into 6 sections. There are actually 6 pairs of plates on the tail, but the last pair is special. Let's start with the first pair at the root, which inclines inward. The second pair is upright. Then, draw the third pair and the fourth pair. The fifth pair starts to become rounded. The plates of the sixth pair on both sides are combined into a tail club. Let's draw the root of the plates. The other side is the same. We can draw the root first. When drawing, note that the tail gradually becomes thinner, and the other side can be drawn accordingly like this. Between every 2 rows of plates, there are plates growing upwards. When we look down from above, we can only see its cross-section, which is narrow and long. Let's use shading to show them slightly. Then let's connect the skin part of the tail. The end of the tail is made up of 3 structures, roughly like this. There were 2 small plates at the buttocks towards the back, and we can slightly show them. At this time, we can draw the boundary between the body and the large plates. The folds between each section of the body can be drawn. After that, let's add some details. For example, we can show the scratches or textures on the keratinous structure of the plates to make them look harder. Do the same on the neck. Under the tail, we can draw a bit of shading so that it looks more three-dimensional. In this way, we've finished drawing the plates of Pinacosaurus.